little something to help you out. From Flavius with love, so to speak.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Threat level, maximum.
Warning. This helps level progression exceeds the allowed value by 6.8%.
Reminder, regular warranty maintenance required. Probability of victory decreased. Initializing attack protocols. Mission successfully completed. Extreme caution recommended.
Players have thrown up a shield. Now he's nearly invincible. I advise you to switch to a hero.
Victory details added to personal file. Dangerous enemy neutralized. Evasive maneuver failed. Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete. Especially dangerous enemy detected.
Nalia is protected by a water barrier. Eliminate her allies while she is invincible.
Another one of my ingenious creations. A little something to help you out. From Flavius with love, so to speak.
No, thank you. Let's see how far I can get in this stuff. That shouldn't be a problem. I do so enjoy killing creatures of the sea. And I hit him from this far away. Nice.
Enemy creature poses no danger. General level of threat to Aeolian marginally decreased.
I.e. Paladin versus... Okay, that's not it. Aegis of Light. Immunity to removable effects and control effect. Okay. That's pretty useful.
Threat level maximum. Sending victory data to Divine Observatory.
The central yard is up ahead. According to reports, shooting tanks. The situation is worse than we thought. There are a lot of clutches, and they're almost ready to hatch. We need to eliminate them as soon as possible.
Active caution mode. Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete. Combat log created.
Our next target is in the central temple, but there's a shuttle blocking the way, but it shouldn't pose much of a problem.
Victory details added to personal file.
Okay, where am I? How's it going, Matt?
The only way to the central temple is through the east wing. It appears to be
Yeah.
empty, but keep your wits about
Haven't seen you in a while.
Okay, doing a lot of different stuff.
Oh yeah?
Updates downloaded. Rebooting the system. Please wait.
Oh, hello. You can escape now, citizen.
try to get inside the temple. There's the main clutch. Your task is to eliminate the guard. We can do the rest.
Probability of victory decreased. Dangerous enemy neutralized.
Alright, let's see. Is this a better weapon? Oh yeah, definitely. Hello.
Oh, that's my friend. Joined up while you were away.
If it's the normal one, no, but you can adjust the volume between the two. So like if you go into your settings through the party menu, testing 1 2 1 2. It's okay, I'm always eating. Gotta complete this quest line. Oh, you're in Destiny. I'm sitting here like, go to Venus. Holy shit. If you have the money to go there, go for it.
Thank the gods. Immortals. There's something terrible going on. I can't believe I'm still alive. You have no idea what's happening here. There are these monsters, huge insects. They came from the direction of the beacon. We tried to escape. We made it out of the village, but they still got us.
Okay.
Am I really the only survivor? We closed the gates behind us, but even that didn't stop those creatures. Decite had the key. Poor Decite.
Outer shell changed. Combat efficiency unchanged.
Alright. Yep.
to archives.
No, it's not deceit. We need to keep looking. I'm sure he had the key.
Oh, there's the guy.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Skyforge on the console.
What's that game about?
It's more of a massive multiplayer game, so there's
Vengeance.
not really too much of a story. There is, but there isn't. Basically, you're portrayed as a person, at the beginning anyway, who's in the military, in service to gods. And it's your task to basically go through and save this village from an invasion of what can be only to be described as what are those little rat creatures from Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know that.
Gnolls, maybe, or something like that. I can't remember. Either way, creatures that are akin to mole people.
Insufficient memory
Due to
space.
circumstances beyond your
Data.
control, you end up getting killed, only to find out that you're what would be called an immortal. Someone who actually cannot die. Or some shit.
You get any like cool like abilities and shit or like classes?
Yeah, there's some pretty cool classes. They're pretty atypical for Chinese games, though. You know, you got a witch, you got a hunter, dual-wielding rogues-like character. You got a berserker with a ridiculously oversized sword. Skyforge is basically China's answer to Final Fantasy Online. Sort of.
There he is. Poor guy. Here's the key. Now you can open the gates. I'm afraid to think of what's happening there.
It's interesting, but it's I wouldn't say a serious grind, but it is definitely a grind. You start off with 3 main archetype character classes, and then from there you have to basically gain money in order to branch out into the other classes.
Switching to combat mode.
Yeah, pretty much. But the money comes by pretty quick, so it's not too difficult to do. It takes a little bit of determination to actually stick with it.
Yep. Well, I'm here. Yeah.
The thing I do like about Chinese games is that even though it's a fucking grind and a half to deal with...
Balance of forces changed.
Oh, what the hell? Oh! Oh! That was kind of a cool ability. But yeah, that actually plays into what I was about to say. Despite how grindy Chinese games can be, it's overshadowed by the really beautiful, like, combat skills that you get. Their games basically are designed around making you feel like you're the baddest person on the block. Skyforge? Yeah, it's not unexpected. It's made, or was brought over to the States by a very unknown game company.
I still need to play that. I'm probably gonna pick that up when it's on sale.
Oh yeah? That was weird.
Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete.
Oh, you just need to kill Fallen for ship links? Alright, we can just go this way then. They're kind of a pain in the ass to kill solo. I went to the left. They can spawn in almost any area on Venus.
Now where did these
It's a matter of
eggs
waiting
go?
for them.
Oh, here's some. Oh, these are not the eggs. These are not the eggs I'm looking for. I don't own Destiny.
Successfully completed.
I know.
Updates downloaded. Rebooting the system. Please wait.
Besides, I have some strong feelings against
We're in
Yeah,
the
I-
Ember Caves.
when I bought that game in the first year, it was just, it left a bad taste in my mouth and I refused to play it again. Yeah. Oh, I already did that one.
My first year at the game was a love-hate relationship. Like, it's always been a solid shooter, it's just that they had so many issues with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Reason to Citadel was one of them.
I wouldn't say it's a bad game, but it's kind of a bad game.
Basic maneuver failed.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really the original team, it was actually just one guy. It was their lead story writer. Oh, and their sound guy from the beginning also.
One less clutch to worry about.
Oh, I agree. the original story for the game was what they should have gone with, but now we have a game that they're struggling to try and figure out how to make into a decent game.
Reminder.
Yeah.
Regular warranty maintenance required.
And that you were actually the bad guy, whereas the, what are they called? The Outcasts? I don't remember the name of it. The ones that took the place of the elites from Halo.
The Fallen?
Yeah, those are actually the good guys. So are the big brutish guys, too. The whole point that they assaulted Earth was because the Traveler went there and they were trying to stop basically an outbreak of Hive from being recreated. What? No, the Vex are just time-traveling timekeepers. The only reason why they're around is because the humans found the Vex homeworld and started using what the hell, their warp systems to go back in time and alter the future. That's the only reason why they're here. Or that's what they're supposed to be here for, anyway. Think of it like this. It's basically a Robo Doctor Who kind of thing. And I thought it was an interesting concept that never got flushed out properly. Yeah. There's this one person who was talking to me about how Destiny has gotten so much better, and I go, no, not really. Like, what do you mean? Well, their newest content is them bringing you back to the old content. That's usually a solid hint of they lost all sense of originality. And they're just trying to fill in time until the next Destiny.
Yeah, they're really just trying to give people a reason to keep playing until the next one comes out.
Complete.
But it's not a bad
Status report.
So the fundamentals of the game are really good. I really believe that. I believe the fundamentals of Destiny are really good. It's just there's a lot of... Yeah. There's a lot of things about it that are extremely lacking. One, a cohesive story that's not, you know, external. There's a decent story to Destiny as it is, but you can't get it in the game. You have to go and collect all the cards and read the lore and actually figure out what the hell's going on. That way. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, every MMO, it's like, you finish a quest, and somebody gives you like 2 or 3 paragraphs of like text, like, thank you for doing this, blah blah blah, or go do this. And most people just skip right through it. So like, most people who play games like this don't play it for the story.
But that's where you come up with the cutscene skips. And when you're getting into a game from the creators of the most well-known first-person shooter that had an actual story in it, it's kind of disappointing seeing that they're going with not having a story. That was the biggest reason why people loved Halo, was because Halo actually had a story with it.
Extreme caution recommended.
Yeah, I'm not denying that, and I really believe that the game's got a lot of things going for it. So I'm hoping the newest version of the game will, you know, fix the errors of the ways of the original. Now that they've got 2 years, yeah, they've had about 2
I think they
years.
had that opportunity because they've made enough mistakes with Destiny that they should have been able to learn quite a few different things. And also, since I think so many of the team is like different now, there's a good chance they're restarting just so that they can have their hands on it from the beginning and all the way through, and not just like pick up where someone else left off, you know?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the start of the game... My problem here is threefold, okay? So, with Destiny, they put a lot of time into the characters of Destiny's lore. The Queen of the Drift, I guess you could say. Her brother Crow. The mech... Well, that's the thing. If you ever watched the E3 trailers of them showing tidbits of the actual storyline, Crow had originally was going to be your partner. Like, he was going to tell you where to go, what to do, how to find the things that you wanted. That whole scene where he turns around with a fucking hand cannon pointed to your character and telling you, who are you, what are you doing here? That was on Mars.
That was on Earth.
Was it on Earth?
Yeah, because the original story arc was you're messing around on Earth doing your usual thing, and you run into Crow, and he basically kidnaps you, takes you to their base on Mars. Like, you don't go to the moon second, you go to Mars second, and then you gradually work your way back to Earth.
Behavior model, rescuing
To deal with
morals.
everything.
Also, they had... The original story guy intended to have multiple cities that you would go see. Earth was not the last bastion of the humanity like people were claiming it to be. It was just, that was the final, that was the epicenter of the final confrontation in that massive galactic war that happened. But the whole... I really just hope that they do something about that. And, you know, you could tell when you played through a lot of the downloadable content that there was a story hidden underneath everything.
Of your life form detected.
So when The Dark Below came out, where, you know, it was all Hive, and you got that Hive gear, you know, where your armor is starting to turn into Hive stuff. I guess you could just say you're becoming one of the Hive creatures. So it felt like the original
Scanning
game
device.
devs got pissed off at the
Non-standard modifications detected.
corporate bullshit and decided to hint at what could have been the story by making gear to go along with what it would have been. You know, my thing with the Dark Below, and it's just a conspiracy theory of sorts, I guess, was that entire story was to actually go through the process of you finding out that the Traveler is a bad dude. And he's trying to create more Hive to take over the rest of the galaxy. Or more darkness, or whatever you want to call it. And you only find out because your armor is starting to deteriorate. Each time you die, you're becoming more and more corrupted. You know, that would have been pretty awesome to hear. It would have given you that solid sense of urgency that you have to get through this raid to try and save yourself,
Sufficient memory
you know?
space, archiving data.
It would give more engagement factor to the game, whereas nowadays it's just, there's no need to worry about the story. It's just do the raids, you'll be fine. But again, that's my little headcanon of what that whole thing was when you got the armor that looked like it was being corrupted by the darkness. Especially when they came out with that Warlock helmet that made you look like one of those freaking wizards from the Hive. Not only that, and I know I'm rambling here, bear with me, but I also thought that...
Yep.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm looking for him.
But yeah, the other thing was that the whole part of that was there were supposed to be like 3 major mindfucks in the game. One was the Traveler being a bad guy. He gave you technology in order to use your light to basically feed himself. 2, you were slowly being corrupted by the darkness and becoming more of a hollow husk of a creature. And 3, the creatures that you've been fighting and killing this whole time, minus a few creatures, were actually fellow warriors of your birth. The wizards are the warlocks. The titans are the fuck are the ones with the giant swords?
Knights.
Yeah. And then I don't remember what the hunters were. I think the hunters were just the normal thrall, but I'm not entirely sure. I think there was one specific to them. Yeah, I really feel like they were just trying to scramble and scrounge together the remains of what was a good game. Because apparently the sound guy got fired over a bullshit reason, which happened to be the main story artists, or the main story, the lead writer. That was one of his best friends. And he's like, you know what? You guys did this bullshit? Well, I'm quitting then. Because you did this bullshit to him. And because all of this stuff was contractually agreed that I could withdraw at any time, and the story that I gave you, I could withdraw if I so chose. He did that just to dick them over.
That's not what the sound guy did. The sound guy wanted to sell the soundtrack to the game like he did back in Halo days, but Activision wouldn't let him.
Was that it?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. The thing is, though, is that they tried to fire him for some reason, but
Analyzing
he
system
sued them
components.
because, they
Efficiency,
technically couldn't
100%.
fire him, and he was right. And if I'm not mistaken, he still got to be on the fucking, board at Bungie. I don't know if he still is. Yep. There's a bunch of different kinds. That counted, right? Alright. Let's try going to a different area then, because it'll be a while before it respawns in this one. I think the cliffs and the coast are close by.
I don't remember what else I was going to talk about. No, it's cool. Not angry or anything. Just trying to figure out what the hell I was gonna say.
Gonna have to be more specific than that. I mean, it's kind of relative. Because there's the sparrows that can blow themselves up when you pull down both triggers. Yeah, so those were the fastest back in SRL days because if you timed it just right, when they overload right before they blow themselves up, they go stupid fast to the point where you could just you do the racing thing, and people would just blow up their sparrows right before the end of the race, and you would just pass everyone. Yeah, Shattered Coast and Ishtar Cliffs. If you want to hang out in the cliffs, I'll hang out on the coast, and then whichever one of us gets it first.
Final Fantasy 14? Yes, sort of, but not quite. Sorry, that doesn't really help much, does it?
I'm never touching
I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14, but I never got past the starter area because the trial kind of ran out after I had severe network issues to try and log into the server. Yeah. So I was able to make my character, check out the first town, and then I got disconnected and I couldn't get back. Ever again. Yeah.
I'm on my way.
More or
Make
less.
sure you take out the lieutenants fast enough.
It's kind of a 50-50 thing. It's like, one reason I didn't want to get it was because they don't have a solid summoner class, really. The summons that they have are basically just spells, and that's about it. So it's more of a flavor of a caster.
It's part of my friendly assistance program.
But no, the thing is called the Spirit Caller. Or are you talking to someone else?
Balance of forces changed.
Yeah, I was fairly certain that either the summoners... I can't remember, honestly. I might be mixing games up. No. I never really got a chance to play the first version of Final Fantasy XIV.
Extreme caution recommended.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people enjoy the
Victory
Dragoon.
details added to personal file.
Who would what now? Ah, gotcha. It's a fun... It looks like it would be a really fun game. If, so long as, you know, the internet works.
Yep, we killed him. That was that captain that we were killing.
Initializing attack protocols. Mission successfully completed.
Hey.
Yeah. No, that one's awful to do. If you let even one get sacrificed, you lose gold. Sarah's been talking about getting near. I think she's interested in that game.
Archiving data.
That is... Nier is definitely one of those games that anyone will enjoy who's a 90s kid.
I played the demo of it. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if I'd enjoyed the whole game, but I've been getting interested in getting Persona lately.
Persona 5? Yeah.
Especially dangerous enemy detected.
I'm shocked that was even allowed to come into the United States.
On the Dreadnought.
Efficient combat. Dangerous enemy neutralized.
No. If you're just using like blue gear, don't even worry about upgrading it. Just wait till you get better stuff. Oh.
The thing about Nier that I like is that it's so well done for an indie game. And that's something that...
It was an indie game.
Yeah, it is. It was not done by a major title company. Square Enix, I think, basically endorsed the game, but I don't think they had any part in its development. And if you play the game at all, you'll notice that a lot of it is every game from the 90s put into the game in a very well done way. So it really caters to the older crowd of video gamers, and it also helps younger players kind of get where we came from when it came to, like, the arcade games of the past that they haven't seen in a long time, or haven't seen ever.
Get to the bottom of it. Yeah, there's like. Yeah, it still works. Yep. You can still fall down to the bottom. Yeah. Hold on, I'll go back up there and I'll show you. Okay. You had to go up against the wall without touching the things on the right fully, because it'll kind of kick you to the left a little bit. Like those pipes that go down. You have to come close to them, but you can't touch them. I think you might be able to jump from the stairs. I just always done it from that real. What are you gonna do next? Oh, same thing, except on Mars. Oh, this quest is rough. It should be.
Sending victory data to Divine Observatory. Quest complete. Compiling status report.
Look how peaceful it is in Linos, and all thanks to you. Residents of this province will never forget your kindness.
Alright. Where do you have to go? I mean, we're in the Barrens right now. Yeah, I'll head to the area to the right. I think I just want to see. I think it's Rubicon. Scablands.
Calls for help detected. Recommended behavior model, rescuing mortals.
Wait, do you get credit for it if I do this? Awesome.
As you were, young man.
You should have got some free stuff for there.
Insufficient memory space. Archiving data.
Ooh, I got some over here. Yep, just spawning.
I'll be back in a moment.
Is that all of them? Yep. Yeah.
Updates downloaded. Rebooting the system. Please wait.
I guess we can just go back to the other area, and then the one in the other direction, too. Is the Hollows one of them? The Hollows? Cool.
Analyzing system components. Efficiency 100%.
Totally turned into a wall. Don't look at that. No one saw that. one. Should be one more lieutenant somewhere. Oh, never mind. Yep, someone already killed him. Yep. I told you. I told you now. According to the big guy spawn. Yay!
Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete. I think he said he was gonna go do something or something like that. I don't know.
Just get a different chest piece. You say so.
Reminder. Regular warranty maintenance required.
Oh, her bounties? They mostly just do the same thing. What? The cape? Yep. Dude, your icebreaker is not helping your case right now. It's only 170, it's bringing you down. See? That's like 11 points. That's so much. Icebreaker will still be there. To get a new one? Alright, so in order to get a new icebreaker, we gotta do a nightfall in under 30 minutes. And the recommended light is 380. So you got a ways to go. So if you just keep putting on the highest level gear you get, you'll move up faster. So, yeah, so like every time you get something that's higher level, just put it on.
Insufficient memory space, archiving data.
you get the other subclass? Did you get the third subclass for your Titan? Yep. That's okay, you can work on it whenever. Actually, there is, hold on. I don't know exactly. God, it's so hard. I think it's on top of this one. So if you walk in facing backwards, like turn around, turn around, turn around. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, stop there. Alright, now move to the right. And you see this pillar, like right to your right? Come back a little bit more. I think it's on top of that one. Was that it? Alright. Let's get out of the blinding area. I know you get to be invisible. You get to be invisible. You get to be invisible in third person. Alright. So don't shoot at stuff. Because we're sneaky. We're in sneak mode. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. This is from the raid, actually. This area. Yeah, this is the part where they changed it so that once you get 5 people across, you get swords, and you can just go nuts with them. Oh, we can't get through until that guy moves. Shit. Shit. Go across. We gotta go up to that door, but that gatekeeper's in the way. So we're gonna have to just hang out until he comes back down. We gotta get up to where it's all smoky. You gotta come up here. Come, like, walk up into the smoke, and then extract it. Okay. And these two big wizards with, like, the pyramid head things, they're like bosses in the raid. You see them? Alright, now we need to... don't die. She does that. You're just teabagging the stairs. I saw that. Yeah, this should be the last story mission for Taken King. Or at least like the Taken King story. There's still like other missions you can do that'll pop up after this one. But yeah. Do you have any of an item called 3 of coins in your consumables? In your consumables, in your inventory, do you have an item called 3 of coins? Yeah. Okay. Alright. No worries there. How many strange coins do you have? Okay, that's good. Not tomorrow, because he comes on every Friday and Saturday. You can go see what he has. That's the gunsmith in the tower. Is it like DVALN something or other? Okay. There's 4 of those in total that you have to turn in. They just like drop randomly, and then once you get them all, you can work towards getting a sleeper simulant. Oh, I cleared the way. I just cleared the way. Where are you at? Like, pull out your ghost and see where you're supposed to go. Can I sit on top of this? There we go. Oh, it sent me through. Oh, it sent you through too. We're okay then. I think there's a ghost in this room somewhere, like behind one of these, like, things. Oh, it's one of those things. I think there's another one in here too. I wanna say... I want to say it's like around one of these waterfall things. You get it? Mostly same thing. You can also scan both these big ass rocks. Yeah. If you pull out your ghost and they tell you some shit. just gotta wait till he tries to kill you like that, and then you get to hit him. There we go. I mean, it's a little bit bigger of a deal when you fight him in the raid. Oh, right, now you get a sword. Okay, so that little stone that Eris picked up, if you go back to the tower, you should be able to get it turned into a sword. And then what you want to do is, because whatever sword you pick, because you can pick a arc, solar, or void. Whichever one you pick, you have to work towards getting the exotic variant of it on that character. And for you, trying to get the void one on a Titan is a huge pain in the ass. Well, the arc exotic sword, it like you do like a spinny move and you send like a storm out away from you and it like hits something and it's like a sword with a ranged attack. It's not bad, but nobody really uses it. The solar sword, when you hit R2, you do like an uppercut with it and you do a fuck ton of damage to a single target. And then the void one, you do like a spinny move where you just like spin in circles. I was using it earlier. I don't know if you saw. And that's like the one that people use for a lot of different things, but you don't need it. I'd recommend the Raise Lighter because it's the most fun. You just uppercut things and they die. Yeah, so you want to get the solar one. And that'll be easy too because part of the exotic quest is to get solar ability kills. So as a Titan, you can get solar kills pretty easily. You can't really get void kills easily as a Titan. It's just like, you just wait till you get your grenade back, and then, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's better to do the void sword on your warlock, and then probably the arc sword is not bad to do on anyone, really. Okay. So you get to turn in that. Yeah. Alright, who else do you gotta go talk to? We might have to go get some stuff before you can get the sword. Like, I don't know if you need materials for it or not. Is he giving you a quest called the Taken War? What's he giving you? Oh. Yeah. There's different activities we can do. There's like a story playlist and um, strike playlist, crucible games, and anytime you get a legendary and dismantle it, you can just get 3 marks. Yeah, now that you killed orcs, they're gonna give you like a fuck ton of quests. This guy didn't give you anything? Lord Shaxx here? Okay. He's the one that gives you the sword eventually. Don't worry about it too much. We'll replace it. Cause yeah, those boots are garbage. We'll find you better boots. I know, but we'll find you better ones. We'll find you better ones. Alright, what kind of quest do you have now? Do you want to work on? You have a quest that says you need to gather Hadium flakes. Something called Hadium flakes. Okay. Okay.
Connection error. Might be. Okay, so what am I up to now?
Where you going? I don't know if we can get them in here. We have to deploy patrol beacons first. I know we have to climb super high. Oh yeah, those things are all over the place. I'm thinking. There should be one in here. I'm trying to think exactly where. I think somewhere in like this debris over here. Maybe. I know there's one in this section somewhere. Maybe like in this? I know, maybe it's in this.
What's up, Degs?
Did you find it? I think I might have sent
Another
you
one
too
of
far.
my ingenious creations. A little something to...
Is there anything in this like gray thing on the ground? Over here. Like this big gray thing on the ground? I feel like it's in one of those. Okay, so if it's not in that one, it's gotta be in the other one, man. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was like stuck in the ground in like a little like metal thing like that. Maybe here? Is it in this thing?
So, Doug, you about to head to work, or?
Nice.
That was quick. I guess so. That would be why.
Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete.
Guess that's true. I suppose that is true.
I just gotta run into these blue things.
Fuck Dark Souls 2.
This warden is seething with rage. The local grass doesn't rise. This temperature must be infernal.
You only have yourself to blame on that one.
Efficient combat.
Because you deserved it.
Probability of victory decreased.
Jesus. Maybe she was the one everyone liked. I know that's what you said. Sometimes I just say the same thing that you say just to perturb you. Other times it's because I didn't even notice that you said it.
100%.
It's kind of a 50-50 split, to be fair.
Mission successfully completed.
I really think you might enjoy this game if you actually got the space Degalon.
First, the one on the left. Be careful. The vibrations will attract vipers.
There's only a few things that might be a little annoying to you at first, such as being limited to only three archetypes.
There's a fragment up here.
On the right, the vibrations will be stronger, so vipers will show up again.
To start off with, and then you have to earn
it's
money
over
and
here.
buy the new ones.
Maybe there's one up here then. You probably already got it then.
Active caution mode.
Only one battery left.
We gotta come back when it's like actually patrol. When there's missions, it doesn't pop up. I think there's another one up here. Nah, those are just, yeah. I don't know, was there another one up here? I feel up in like behind those rocks and stuff. I feel like there's one up in something like that. Or maybe it's the one over here then.
Sending victory data to Divine Observatory.
Maybe you already got it then.
Holy bejeebus. Whoa. Yeah, you'll definitely like this game just for the various
Rebooting the system. Please
outfits. This game has more outfits than a fucking Hollywood actress. Alright. So, there's multiple classes, it seems. Let's see, what ones are currently in the game right now? They've added two since I was last paying attention. Interesting. So they have a Lightbinder, which is the cleric, alchemist, which I think I've not played yet, actually, the paladin, the knight, the cryomancer, the archer, which I think you might enjoy. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but you might enjoy it. The berserker, the gunner, the kinetic, which is basically a monk. The outlaw, which is a dual-wielding guy, and then the slayer. Finish this damn tutorial so I'm done. Seems about right.
Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete.
Excuse me. Goodness.
efficient combat.
Man, why am I the only one here?
Increased heart rate detected. Please calm down.
Of course, they go after me first.
Life cycle resumed.
Yes, kill me first, not the ice guy. Dumb motherfuckers.
Switching to joy mode.
Yeah, I don't like PvP.